Hello. Welcome, everyone, to the first 2020 Speak Life podcast episode. I am your host, Cherie C., and I'd like to start out by saying Happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year. I hope you had a safe and joyous time. Now it's time to work. It's time to work your vision. Now, the theme for everyone seems to be that it's 2020 and it's time for your vision to be perfect. It's time for you to get some clarity on some things that are going on in your life. It's time for your situation to change. Now, I'd like to talk to you today about 3 reasons why your vision needs to be perfect in this season. 3 reasons, 3 main key ideas that should keep your course steady. Number 1, in order to have your 2020 vision, you have to remain focused. Distractions are going to come. They are a part of life. God never promised us perfection in our daily lives. Things are going to come. Bills are going to come. People are going to come negatively. Illness may come. All of these things. I remember this year going along as I wanted to. Last year, I was going along. And all of a sudden, I was hit with a debilitating pneumonia. You know, normally you get down, you feel flu-like, and you can get back up in a couple of days. And that wasn't the case for me. I went to the hospital, seeking antibiotics, and they kept me. They sent me home a week later, told me, okay, you're ready to go back to work. I go back to work 3 days, and I end up going back to the hospital again a second time, and then I had to stay out for the rest of the month. Those are some of the things that happen. That's life. But you have to bounce back and stay focused regardless of that. It can be difficult, but this is just an example of the things that can happen. Stay focused. Stay focused. Keep your dream forever before you. Keep your goals forever before you. Stay focused. Number 2, second reason for having perfect vision in this season. Authenticity. You have to stay focused in order to understand who you are. Understanding who you are helps you take your dream and kickstart it to a whole nother level. Because if you don't understand who you are, you'll let people define who you are. You'll let those naysayers come in, and they will be practically, I just did the last podcast was on don't let anyone drive your car. You'll let them drive your car, your life, your situation, if you don't know who you are. Walk in your authenticity. Stand by who you are. Let your actions and your deeds and your words all line up with who you are, and take it a step further, line up with the Word of God. Integrity in this season is crucial. It's crucial because people are going to be needing people who are authentic, people who are able to walk in things, because they're going to need you. They're going to see you and they're going to say, oh my goodness, I need what you have. I wish I could be authentic. I wish I could walk in the things that I need to walk in. And you're doing it and you have what I need. One of the things that is really important that I learned in my first year of college as a freshman years and years ago was that in order for people to believe you, you must first believe yourself. You must first have self-credibility before you have source credibility. You must walk in those confident things, because if you don't, they're not going to believe you. And you won't be the expert of who you are. Have you ever seen people on a stage or in any situation stand up and you be like, what in the world are they talking about? Who are they? Lack of confidence, lack of content in their speech. That is a red flag that you don't know who you are. So you must, in 2020, have perfect vision so that you can be focused and have your authenticity. The third thing is you have to put your plan in action. You have to take those steps. I am so frustrated with people who say that they want to do this and they want to do that and they want to be a superstar and they want to do all these things, but they put nothing into action, nothing on paper, nothing. They talk about it, they're not about it. I admit I was one of those people, and I guess that's why I have such a pet peeve about it. There are people who say, oh, I want to be a rapper, or I want to be a writer, or I want to do this and do that, and they're sitting around and they're not taking action. They're not taking seeking out advice, or they're not even Googling the information on how to do things. When, I've had a desire for a long time to do something as far as podcasting and radio talk show hosts, all of these things. But it was because of my lack of knowledge that I hesitated. And once I got past that and once I started moving, things started to open up for me. My understanding started opening up for me. And I began to see what steps I needed to take. And took some courses, and believe me, my eyes were open up. But at the same time, had I sat back and watched everyone else go for it, watched everyone else do what they needed to do, it became apparent that I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. Get started. Get started. I am going to be offering the Speak Life 30-day challenge. And what the 30-day challenge entails is a daily checklist, a daily accountability list for yourself. You start with writing down your vision. It's going to come with a workbook, an ebook, and then a workbook that you can purchase so that you can write down your vision, so that you can begin to work on these things daily. And you can this can be continued every 30 days. Once a week, I will do a live broadcast from the Speak Life group to check in with you. And I will be going live on this week, on this Thursday, the 10th, to talk to you about it. I'm sorry, Thursday the 9th, to talk to you about what the challenge entails. It's the 30-day Playbook for Change challenge. So if you do the challenge, then you can measure. You can measure, and we'll be talking about SMART goals. So you have the 3 reasons why in 2020 you should have the perfect vision. Staying focused so that you can be authentic. And if you're authentic, then you can move forward and take action on those things that you need to take action on. Some training, and everybody's worried about the financial aspect. We find time for other things, and I used to hear this all the time. You find time for other things, but you can't invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. There are plenty of coaches who will work with you. Plenty of coaches. You just have to seek them out. Plenty of groups that will seek them out. Just be very careful who you choose, because there are some that are hands-on that will pick up the phone and call you and walk you through the process, while there are others who just want to make that money off of you. They just want to make that money off you. I have a few recommendations. If you'd like to reach out to me on the Facebook page, message me. I can get you some names. I can get you a list of people, or I can publish a list of them if you just let me know. There's quite a few that I would recommend because they're very genuine about what they do. Because sometimes some people, if you're one of those people who need someone to walk them through the beginning of the process and then you get it, it's just like riding a bicycle. First you might need a little assistance, and then once you start to pedal and get your balance, you're on your way. So you must begin somewhere. A thought. I ask people all the time, what is it that you really want to do? Sometimes some people don't know, and that's